never vote for somebody just because somebody said that. I don't go to meetings where people go, hey, man, this is the way we feel about this. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I ain't part of the collective. Just like when people feel a certain way about like all the bullshit that people get into about how you should speak and what you should think is funny.
True that.
Ain't no collective for me.
But you got to understand now that there is an outside effect in terms of black people aren't really the toughest thing I think to being black as you're younger is to be individual. Is to say, this is what I think, fuck the other shit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And really, I'm saying what I think, because I know there's a lot of black people who are like, fuck that, I'm not even voting for him now. You know, I'm not going to vote for him because he's black, fuck him, I don't like him or whatever, his stance on abortion is this or that. I'm saying, dude, it's bigger, it's so big because, you know, watching Roots, and just feeling how I felt watching Roots, feeling how I felt watching Rosewood, just the basic instinct of anger you have towards white people on a general basis. It's hard for me to just be in here sometimes and just be your friend
and listen to my shit.
And just because you're white, there is a natural instinct not to like white folks.
You know what's so odd?
I just want to just
alike. But you know what? I look at Patrice and go, I don't even think of you as a black guy. And this is the God's honest truth.
I don't look at you. Think he was a black guy?
And yet, if you're walking down the street, I'd fucking be on the other side of the street in a second.
But see, that's why I understand. I understand that shit. It's like, you know, me and Lloyd would never be friends outside of the fact that we're friends. I wouldn't bump into him in the street or whatever. There is I just would love to feel something that I know I've never really felt before. Externally,
but that's
like,
different though, Patrice. That's a sense of that's different. I want to see a black president. I get it, but I would never vote for somebody just because they were anything. And you said something that was absolutely true. The hardest thing for a black person to do is to be an individual. Is to say, this is how I feel. This is
like Michael Vick, dude. I fucking hated that motherfucker for that. But people, you know, you get a preponderance of the media where black people go, nigga, black people don't give a fuck about no dogs. Right. And I'm like, I love dogs.
Me too. But I didn't. That's nuance for me. Like with the whole Don Abbott thing. I thought it was a dumb joke, and I thought it was, you know, I don't think what I do is. I go, how the fuck do I feel? I don't go on the Black America website. I don't go.
That's a hard thing to do. I do that too. It's very fucking difficult. When I was defending Don Imus, I'm telling you,
and it's not even
motherfuckers are MySpacing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you just call me Uncle fucking Tom? I'm here defending any black. That's why I called DL.
Yeah.
Which I love this too. This is a great story. Which made me start calling people from a block number. I reached out. I found this motherfucker to get me to call. He called me from a block number and didn't give me his fucking phone number.
I'm sorry.
No, but I'm saying that made me. You know what I did? You know, and I said to myself, I go, you know, I'm doing that shit too. Niggas ain't gonna have my motherfucking number.
You know what I teach? This is the truth.
What a great statement about career positions.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I teach my son particularly. Man, when a man stands by himself, like it ain't never like my father said. You came in this world, you're probably gonna die alone. You can go out of the world alone. Man, being an individual and having your own mindset and understanding how you feel is the ultimate responsibility. And it's the ultimate freedom. To me, I want my son, if he's nothing else, to be human and to literally look at the situation.
Bravo.
And no, but not the grandstand. And to give no man respect he hasn't earned simply because he's anything. Simply because he's an athlete. Simply because he did. You give any human being a certain amount of respect. Just for me personally, I don't look at what people tell me. I look at what they do.
But look, there's something deeper about black people's illness in terms of this. like, this is what you don't.
Is this BET radio we on with us?
Yeah.
You know people in there and goes, what are these motherfuckers doing?
You know there's some truckers driving off of fucking real quick,
Screaming at the radio, why aren't you guys saying anything today?
Let the two niggas fight it out.
all this oogly boogly talk. Why don't they just play bongos?
Help us. They've hijacked our show.
Too
scared to talk.
First the president, now they're taking over the Oprah and Anthony show.
Hey, Patrice, by the way, there's 304.
And give me some chicken.
There's 304 million people in the United States, and there's 243 million whites and just under 40 million blacks.
You know, white people come up with
Wait a
facts.
minute. So is how many people in this country?
We'll go on the website and you said this then.
There's 304 million people in this country.
Yeah, you said there's 300 million
200 and what?
43.
43 million
Whites
and 40 million blacks?
Yes.
There's only 20 more million other motherfuckers here? Chinese,
Well, you
Puerto
gotta count
Ricans,
some
Mexicans?
Spanish people that are black that they don't know.
Are you serious?
That's what they're saying.
That's wrong.
That's what they're saying.
You can't say that's wrong.
I'm saying that's fucking wrong. There's no more fucking goddamn Puerto Ricans and Mexicans in this
Puerto
country
Ricans
than us.
Puerto Ricans are just niggas who can swim. That's all they are. They're the same thing.
They count as all the same shit.
No, these
They're
are
the same thing.
This is probably
Mexicans are
this
just
is
niggas with
probably
good hair. They're
citizens.
the same thing.
What is that from 1901?
July 2008. This is what's going to be estimated next month when they put the numbers out. But I mean, these are citizens, obviously. This isn't the illegals
Got some
and all
backing.
that. Why don't we take a
Oh, you know what? You're not counting illegals. You're right.
Why don't we take a break? We got DL Hughley in studio. Dude, I can't get the passion up to talk politics. I just can't.
It's not even a politics thing.
No, this is all just human thing. I like
deeper
the
than
point
politics.
that DL said, and being an individual is probably the most
Well, he said it
important
first,
thing.
but you said it first.
No, because Patrice is saying he's.
Oh no! Wait! Before you finish, my brain is fried.
Okay.
So I wanted to say something real quick
You
about.
never say anything real quick.
All right. Fucking. Let me say something. I'm gonna try to say something real quick.
They understand. Trust me.
Is when that's the one thing about when we do something, when we do something,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you people, we have to defend every black dude. That's the thing. We don't. We don't. I know what you're saying. We don't, but I'm saying externally we don't. But internally, for some reason, when a nigga fucks up, all of the black people got to go, oh, we got to make an excuse. I don't, and you don't. But as a whole group, you know what I'm saying? But white people, when white people fuck up, that white person fucked up, not the whole as a whole. You get to enjoy being an individual.
Right. You're right, because as white people,
even without the pressure externally of going, there's never white pride. It's never open white pride. It's,
because people...
You can't.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you can't fucking... I would love to march down the street. Hey, Whitey.
You could do it if it wasn't a cross burner behind you.
well, that's true.
But I just... You know what it is?
If I wasn't half Sicilian, too.
And by the way, we do have white pride. Every time we see each other in the supermarket, we'll look at pasteurized milk, just kind of winking each other. Go to the light bulb.
Open heart surgery. Oh, we did that. Did you really? You know what's... To me is this. Everybody always asks you, like, I always get, like, even when I came in for the first time, I can never tell you how black people feel. We're a whole race of people that got, how can you talk for one race of people that got Flavor Flav and Colin Powell?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How does one dude encapsulate all of that? All you can ever do is speak, and I hate people. Anybody who doesn't speak their own mind, who goes with the collective, is a fucking sheep. That's all you are. All you doing is what somebody told you. You might as well be a fucking robot. I get it. I understand. That's easier to do. I understand.
That's why I hate the party line shit. Like, why? If I'm a Republican, why do I have to be against women getting abortions? But that's
unless they're mine.
Yeah.
They gotta get.
Like, I'm a fucking huge Second Amendment guy, but I'm also for a woman's right to choose. I'm insane then as a fucking Republican.
But my thing is that I just became a Democrat 2 years ago. I was an independent for all of years because I never even liked the content. I like guns. I think.
Well, let me tell you something. Guns, now that's against your party.
No, it ain't.
For the most part.
No, it's but look here. I dig guns. I dig abortion. I think weed should be legal. I think that we are too fiscally irresponsible. I think that
You want less government in your life?
I want a lot less government in my life. I think that religion is is encroaching too much in government. So what I've done is tell you how I feel. I don't go, what does the D say or what does the R say? I tell you how I feel.
But most of the people in these parties that you're forced pretty much to vote for
because they fucking
run
sheep.
Right along the party line. So who the fuck are you going to vote for?
But even like when everybody's having
the
primary
black president. I got all that confusion out, motherfucker. The black president.
Even when
party
everybody was
line,
having
my
the
left
primaries,
ball, nigga.
when they was having the primaries, I don't think that America responds to ethereal talk. I think that America people always, we're not gonna respond to the politics of fear. Your whole fucking life is fear. Your mother says do this or that'll happen. This job says either do this or I'll fire you. Religion says do this or you going to hell. Fear runs us all. The bottom line to me is I think that America gets what it wants, and it always makes poor decisions because it's generally ill-informed and makes decisions based on all kind of bullshit that doesn't. It's 50 million Americans don't have health care. You ask the average person, do they think you should have health care? They go, yeah, you should have it. You say socialized medicine, and they go, fuck you. I'm not paying for it.
Right.
I don't think you should die in this country. I don't care if you're lazy or whatever. I was just in Edmonton, Alberta. They have the best economy in the north.
Whoa, motherfucker! Why wasn't there an interruption there, Jack?
Because I'm waiting to talk about how Senator Kennedy and his
you
brain
hate this
tumor.
fucking healthcare
and
thing.
if we had socialized medicine like Senator Kennedy wanted, he would still have that fucking orange in his head.
Why is that?
Because you don't fucking step up to a hospital, get the best doctor, and say, hey, take the tumor out of my head. You wait on a fucking list. You sit and wait for a fucking doctor. You're not getting the best doctor.
So you should
and
get-
that's
you should
socialized
get-
fucking
you should
medicine.
get-
But he's a rich motherfucker, and he was able to get whatever he wants.
But
and
the
that's
point is-
America. You're not. Why the fuck did this country turn into
Let me ask you
something
something.
where everyone's entitled to something
Let me ask you
instead of
something. Let
working
me
up
ask you
to
something.
it?
Because we
Working
have
up
to
to
do two
getting the
things.
brain
We gotta
tumor
do two
removed from your
things.
head?
One is
What the fuck is wrong with you?
we got
Exactly. He is a spoiled bastard.
We have to do two things. If we're not going to be the America we espouse, then let's be Russia. Let's be as shitty as we think as we say that. But we're gonna put God in our Constitution, and we're gonna act like we're a Judeo-Christian society, and we're a Judeo-Christian society, and we are a nation of laws and rules, and we're a nation of human rights and dignity. A human being should never die because they're poor. I don't give a fuck why they are.
Anyone can go into the fucking hospital. You go to the emergency room. Some people are going to get shitty care. Some
Anthony,
people are going to get good care. Hold
Did
on.
you just hear that point?
I did.
Did you used to be poor?
Yes.
Do you think you should have been dead if you couldn't afford to live?
If you know something, if I was fucked up when I was poor, then I'd be dead. That's the fucking
No,
country
that's
we
not.
live
I
in.
asked you, do you think you should be dead because you couldn't afford to be alive?
No, but in certain circumstances, that's just the way
We
this
are a
fucking
country
is.
that fights to have the Pledge of Allegiance, and we fight to have prayer in school. We fight to have prayer in school.
Right.
We fight to bring God in
That's
our
based
lives.
on this
But
puritanical bullshit
but I'm
that started hundreds of years
but
ago.
I'm saying, if you are going to put God in your life and talk about how you love Jesus and how we're a Christian society, the very tenet of Jesus, regardless of what people think, is that you love the poor and the sick.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Now, if you're going to take Jesus out, we're going to be a country that is just kind of a pluralistic country. We don't give a fuck about anything. That's fine. But if you're going to talk about how much you love Jesus, then and how much how you can't be president unless you can't literally be president of the United States of America unless you go to church and kill convicts.
Well, you know
You can't. You can't. Obama pretty soon is gonna have to shoot something.
Well, your personal fucking
He literally
religion,
gonna
your
have to do
personal shit, as far as religion goes, isn't supposed to, and you said, isn't supposed to encroach in on the
it does.
government. But it does. But it's not supposed to. It's written there, separation
Well,
of
we're not
church and
supposed
state.
to pay taxes, but we do.
Exactly. That I don't like that either.
Okay,
but the thing is,
You just a fucking. You're poor, rich trash. Like you're rich.
hysterical, Patrice.
You're just a piece
You're
of
another-
garbage, but you're a millionaire.
Let me just say this.
Fucking bastards.
When did this country become the country where everyone's entitled to the same fucking thing? There are poor
No, that's
people.
different.
There are rich people.
That's
Hold on. There are poor people and there are rich people in this country. It's what this country's based on. If you're lucky and you make something yourself, you have some skill, whatever the fuck it is. Listen to you laugh.
No, I'm
this
laughing.
is what America is
No,
made
I'm
for.
laughing
Some
at-
people fall on their ass and fucking get nowhere,
I'm
and
laughing
others.
because there's
You
a
think
lot
America's
of
built on that?
ass-falling people that are
That's
listening
what
to
this
this
whole
show
fucking
right now.
country was based on.
No, the country was built.
It wasn't based to come here because we're going to
No.
give you what the fuck you want.
This country was based.
Wasn't a guarantee.
on exploiting. It really was. It was based on
Black
first
labor.
It was black labor.
Free black
then it was
labor.
Italians. Then it was Africans. Now it's the Mexicans. It's that new term. They the new niggas. But the bottom line is, this country was based on exploiting somebody and getting rich from it. That's what happened. Now it is becoming a place where people have felt bad about their past and are trying to right a lot of the wrongs of the past. So a lot of things that wouldn't have happened have.
White guilt.
But if we are going to be a country where every time I turn around, some politician is saying we are the moral authority in the world, and right after that a commercial will come on for Girls Gone Wild. If we're going to be a moral authority, if we're going to constantly talk about Jesus and constantly talk about element, like the country now talking about change, we need to change the 2 minute. We are the we've been waiting for. It's changing the tone of the country. Then you have to accept all. Just like I told him, you have to accept all that comes along with when Obama's. You have to accept the fact that this country is going to have to do some of the things it actually espouses.
So people are so then everyone is entitled. By just being an American, you're entitled to certain things, whether you work for them or not, whether you're lucky enough to have.
I don't think any human being. I think that we place such a value on. We love money so much in this country. We put God on our money, so we can have everything in the same space. But to me, I just am from a human standpoint, I just don't believe that your care should be better than some people because you can afford it. So,
Everybody should eat. Everybody should eat because if you don't eat, you'll be dead.
Yeah.
So
Or
if
you'll
everybody
steal from
can't
somebody.
eat, you're just dead. Some motherfuckers they don't have enough food to fucking eat.
Why?
What? Because they're lazy pieces of shit.
No, I don't know. I'm asking you why.
Because fucking look, man, motherfuckers. Look, man, some people can't look. When I grew up, we was on welfare, but I'm gonna be quite honest. My mother was stealing.
So was I.
Listen to me. My mother was stealing it.
So was mine.
But okay, she wasn't stealing it, and I was walking around with the brand new Nike. She was stealing it, working and on welfare.
Yup.
Just to get a little bit more, just some food, some extra fucking food. Cause to eat right, a fucking fish, one fish, $75 a pound. A whole pig,
What the fuck is
a
in the
dime.
fish?
You know what I'm saying? Like you can eat a whole fucking pig for nothing and die, or you can try to eat right and lettuce is this expensive, or fish is that expensive, or fucking something that's not gonna give you a fucking heart attack costs more money than the average thing. It's fucked up. You can come out of your goddamn Shelby money and fucking give me a piece of corn.
Where does it fucking have to stop then? Do we all have to equal out?
No, man.
That's communism, man.
Thank you. Thanks for saying it then,
But you know
Patrice.
what's funny to me?
Thanks for saying
when
it.
I grew up, I remember being my mother having to because when you go on, we used to get lunch tickets, and I remember watching my father. My mother made him fill out the thing so she can get a little extra, and I watched my father cry. And I said, and I never understood, but he hated the fact that he had to subjugate himself to get a little extra. That taught me something. I'm always going to. I believe that I'm going to be as human as possible. Of course, if you work hard, there's some lazy motherfuckers out there that don't deserve, to live in a great
Nothing,
house.
right.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't die. Like the mortgage crisis. Here's the thing we do. Who thought it was a good idea to give a motherfucker making $335 an hour $1 million home loan?
Exactly.
Like who thought that?
But who's the dumb motherfucker that looks at his budget and decides he's going to get that house?
Then we do this. That's fine. I get that. We'll bail out the bank that made the predatory loans, but not the people that took them. We'll bail out railroads that are shitty business model, but not the people that ride them. We'll bail out the airline industry. Like after 9/11, we gave them billions of dollars, and they're a shitty business model. And now 7 of those people are going. We'll give corporations chances that we never give human beings. That's my problem. If you take welfare away from poor people, and you say you ain't fucking working, but you'll give those same tax breaks to Exxon and Mobil who don't even need it, and you don't blink an eye at it.
I agree with that to a point, but the reason the airlines got bailed out and the railroads and stuff is because we need fucking planes and
Okay,
trains.
we might need planes.
This
but we
poor
don't need every
motherfucker that went
airline.
broke.
We don't need. We don't need. It's 7. You know why airlines go broke?
That's why they're going broke. Yeah,
because they're shitty business models. Because they're late. They pay too much money. And you know what happens to a shitty business model? It goes away. We don't need 19,000 airlines. We just need good ones and efficient ones. You know, the only airline that didn't have to lay off anybody or take any money from the government was Southwest. Now, everybody laughs at them and talks about them. They're a great business model.
It's because they weren't fucking paying the mechanics to fix the plane.
Right.
Yeah, motherfuckers are flying buses.
American did the same thing. American, but the thing about it is, we look at corporations differently than we do look at people. Now, I understand we need corporations, but you would never. You'll tell me how you shouldn't bail out the people that made a predatory loan. Banks were ripping those people off left and right, and what they figured would happen, they wouldn't be able to make the loan, they'd pay them, and we'll get the house back and can sell it again. They didn't know they was going to all of a sudden have a whole surplus of houses they couldn't sell.
I know, but that's just, people sometimes are fucking stupid.
Do
you think you're getting $10 million from Nigeria in your email?
Was the bank stupid?
You don't give a fuck, Anthony.
Was the bank stupid?
The bank was stupid.
No, apparently the bank is pretty fucking smart, knowing they're going to foreclose on a house.
Are there any
But now the banks are in trouble because
now
they're
stupid.
Are there any people in need?
So let's say it was two stupid people. We just chose the richer stupid person. That's what happened. We bail out those
Anthony,
banks.
are there any people in need that you give a fuck about that you go, man, these people need help, and I would like to help them?
It's the people on commercials that I never fucking see. And you know who it is? It's these fucking father, mother, and 2 kids in a homeless shelter that just ain't ever in a fucking homeless shelter. They fell through the cracks of society. The husband lost his job. This could happen to any man. No, it's a lunatic in a snorkel jacket on a 100-degree day fucking going, can I get some money? That's the fucking shit. That's the needy that I don't give a fuck about.
Can you do the black snorkel homeless man again?
Can I have some money?
You know him, huh?
Oh fuck! I know him a lot.
I have like there are people I don't have tolerance. I don't have tolerance for bullshit.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm tired of people, doing whatever the fuck they do. But
I chase mullet-headed white fucking junkies away too. I tell them, go fuck yourself. You ain't getting a quarter from me.
I'm also tired of people. Like I just think if the government did 4 things, I'd be fine. I think if they gave everybody a decent quality education. I think if they gave you some level.
Gabe, isn't that in place? Hold on, isn't that in place? If someone does well in school,
how can you do?
I don't understand.
Let me give you an example from my life. My kids went to school in the inner city in Los Angeles. In 1996, I moved to the Valley, which is the same school district, but it's the Valley, Los Angeles School District. My kids were 3 years, and they were doing well at their school. 3 years behind those people. 3 years. They were doing shit at that school that we had never even seen.
Why?
So I had to. Well, I don't know why. You tell.
That's just it. Why?
I can't tell you why. Like I don't have the why, and plus that ain't a good joke. Why? I don't know what the fuck that is. You fucking up my human interest story. You're an asshole. but so I had to pay to this day. I had to pay tutors to catch my children up, and unfortunately I was able to do it. My daughter goes to Smith. A private college. I'm very proud of her. My son is in college. My daughter. She gonna be my daughter. That's the fuck she gonna be for the rest of her life. But she ain't the brightest motherfucker. No matter how much I pay in tutors. But the idea that they go to the same school district, that they worked hard, that I thought I was doing everything I needed to do, and they were still 3 years behind. And you ask me why, and I tell you I don't know. I can't tell you why, because now it's richer out there. So I think that there's more, and certainly there's more involvement. It used to be a PTA, parents were there. I don't think it's 100% of one thing. I think it's 1% of 100 things. I think the parents need to be more involved in their children's lives.
Absolutely.
I think that we need to place a higher premium on education, but all of us do. Like I was reading, none of us. We have to give hundreds of thousands of work visas away because we're not educated enough to do the job that involves mathematics. We have to hire people from Pakistan and India.
This child thing has nothing to do with Anthony.
No, you know something?
Let's move along from children.
I pay motherfucking school taxes up the ass.
Why?
Where I am. Because I don't have any kids, but I got to pay for the fucking schools in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood, I got to pay for the fucking schools.
Have them
because they don't want the kids fucking winging rocks through my windows. So even people without kids got to pay through the fucking ass for the school tax.
Well, fuck, I don't give a fuck about that. Fuck the kids.
Yeah. Fuck the kids.
Yeah. The children should be homeless.
Yeah, fuck the children.
A very special episode of Opie and Anthony.
You joke around, but they do use their fucking like 5- and 6-year-old age status to fucking get away with shit.
Yeah.
Damn, Norton.
This motherfucker here.
And that's what I have to say about that. So thank you for listening to me.
I can't wait to see Richard Huff's article tomorrow. Opie straightens everyone out on race.
Opie's race discussion groundbreaking.
I'm going to be on the top of. Yeah, I do. I'm going to be on the top of the Drudge Report later today.
Opie solves race problems in America.
All agree on one thing?
What?
Yes.
We have to take a leak. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, now this is DL Hughley, and you listen to the worst of Opie and Anthony. It can't get no worse than this. It ain't.
Opie and Anthony.